All right, Speedromizer community, we are all set for the interview. So, DJ, from 10 seconds from now, take it away. Unless we're... Thank you, DJ, from 10 seconds ago. I am joined by all of the lovely individuals that will be involved with the upcoming Celeste race. Jaegan and Duraludon, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. Yeah. So, for those that didn't follow the draft lottery, this was one of the, I believe this was the first game that was randomly assigned to two people. Take us through that. Was that, it was a different draft lottery. We didn't just pull, names and games at the same time. It was kind of, flip one at a time. Was there a little bit of suspense finding out who your race partner would be?
No, we knew immediately because we were given the same spreadsheet to say, yes, we want this game, or yes, we don't, or no, we don't want this game, so that our answers would be combined and only the ones we both said yes to would be allowed.
Let me rephrase the question. Was it kind of nerve-wracking, wondering what you would get, if it would be like a game that you both would enjoy, or...
The game, yes. That was, obviously everyone's philosophy on like what they choose is different. Me personally, I try to pick games that I think I will enjoy. Most of the games I haven't played, obviously, that's kind of the nature of Speedromizer. Celeste is one that I happened to have played a long time in the past, but so I tend to select games that I think I would like, or at least I think the speedrun will be interesting. So. It's kind of a win-win no matter what. But I'm not sure how it works for you, Duraludon.
This was my first Speedromizer, so I wanted to say yes to as many games as I could. The only ones I said no to were ones that were scary games, which I don't like, or games I couldn't reasonably get.
That's fair. So for both of you, how different was this from the games that you normally run?
For me, because actually last Speedromizer was like my first Speedromizer and was like my first time speedrunning in general. And the game I was given last time was Pokemon TCG, RPG card game with tons of RNG. So I laughed pretty hard when I got Celeste, and I was like, I couldn't have gotten a more different game.
I speedrun so many games, but a lot of the games I like casually are platformers. My first ever speed game was Super Mario 3D World, and I really like the new Super Mario Brothers series, so a 2D platformer was more in line with what I play, even though I also play other things.
Okay. How was the practice? Pretty easy to pick up, hard to master kind of deal, or?
So the game itself is, on a casual level, the game is, fairly difficult for a first time through. But yeah, once you start like learning the speed run, it gets cranked up to 11 real quick, depending upon what sort of strats you look at. So I spent a lot of time, practicing before I did my first run. For some reason, that felt like the right philosophy to approaching this game. I know some people are, run first and learn along the way. I feel like I'm kind of a mix of both. So that's kind of how I took it, anyway.
I played through the game casually and then almost exclusively did specific level runs so I could practice those levels instead of doing the full game. One of the benefits of games like this is that the levels are completely separate, so I can do something to practice one chapter and not affect any others, even more than a Mario game where you might keep a power-up between levels. Celeste, everything is completely separate, and so it's easy to practice whatever you feel needs practicing.
Sounds like a pretty good answer. So we've had Speedromizer. sorry. We've had Celeste a few times at Speedromizer. Last time we had it with Killed the Joke. We had it at Speedromizer 3 with Verts and Shawluck. We actually had we had it again at Speedromizer 6 with the teacher of this game, Drift, with Strawberry Jam.
Yeah, so it was a bit different, right? Like most of what I play in this game is modded level, right? Celeste is a game with like a huge modded community. I have some interest in main game, of course, but I guess technically my submission is a bit weird in a sense because I never really did a full game run of this. Like I think I did one in like 2019. But while I have done like some individual levels, I never like fully took the time to learn like every level at the same time, decently enough to do a full run. But yeah, I mostly play modded maps. And I think it was there was like some like 30 minutes gap because of below estimate runs. And I was there doing tech, and I was like, yeah, I could submit a run. And yeah.
Yeah, so this will be the fourth time that we've seen Celeste. We've had it modded, we've had a modified run, we've had the solo run, we've had the first race, and now we have the second. How confident are you two?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've got some good practice in lately. I PB'd 2 days ago, so I was pretty happy with that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I think it's gone incredibly well for me, and I'm pretty excited. And we may even have a bit of a treat in store for you that I won't spoil yet.
I PB'd yesterday, so there. I'm also confident in my abilities. I don't know what Jaegan's PB is, but if we end up having different times, I won't be upset about it.
So we have two runners coming hot off the heels of two brand new PBs. I think it's gonna be a pretty close race. Closing comments from both of you, starting with Duraludon.
Good luck to you, good luck to me, and let's climb this mountain.
Heck yeah, good luck to you too. It's been a lot of fun learning this. I'll say more towards the end of the run. But if you're into platformers and want a speed game that you can take at whatever pace you think is right for you, take a look at Celeste. It's just a fun game to play. Let's have some fun out there.
Absolutely. Drift, I know we didn't get a whole lot of comment from you. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, no, not really. I think Celeste is a formidable game. I have like way too much time in this game. So of course I'm biased in some capacity, but yeah, I think it's a really great game to just pick up, and the fact that both runners seem to have had a good time with it, I'm really happy about it, and I think it's proof of like it's a game that I would recommend picking up. You have some great guides out there to follow for like every goal you could try and achieve, and yeah, if you have any interest, I would recommend.
Fantastic. All right, Speedromizer community, give us just a couple of more minutes. We're going to get set up for this intense race. Don't go anywhere. This is not one you're going to want to miss. All right, Speedromizer community, you saw the interview, you know the history. It is time to get this much anticipated, highly hyped up Celeste race going. My friends, take it away.
I mean, yeah.
Hello,
Oh,
this is
okay.
Celeste. If you were here 10 minutes ago, you heard us talking about it in the interview, and it's time for the run. So I am Jaegan. I will be one of our runners. I'm joined here by my co-runner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Duraludon. I'm the other runner, and I'm excited to start running.
And we're joined by our teacher and another commentator, Drift.
So yeah, hi, I'm Jeffrano. I was a teacher for this, and I'm joined by my good friend Purple Owl, which will help me commentate, because Celeste is a game where there is a lot to say, and there are 2 games, and I have only 2 eyes, so you know.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Purple Owl, and I'm gonna be helping commentate this run as well.
Awesome. Due to the kind of intense nature of Celeste, it's going to be really nice to have 2 commentators. I'm probably going to generally let the 2 of you handle most of the commentary, I think. I'll probably interject bits and pieces about how much I love or hate rooms as I go through them.
I would probably be doing the same.
But I'll probably leave the complicated stuff to you 2 while I focus.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna start soon. I'd encourage you to advance one menu. Yeah, there you go. And I don't know if you wanna do the countdown or because it's a race. I guess it's better if I do it so that there's no delay. So I guess we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Out
Good
10.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, so you can figure it out. But so this is Celeste. So you probably have heard of it, but if you don't, it's a precision platformer. Right now we only have access to grabbing and dashing. No, grabbing and jumping, sorry. And dashing is gonna be right next after this level. And the most interesting part about it is that you can combine the 2 for quite a lot of them. And it's gonna be really flashy, really fast.
And we're gonna be seeing one right here.
Yep, there you go.
So if you cancel a dash with a jump, you get more speed, more heights. It's called a super, and then you can do the same but diagonally, and then you get more speed and less height, and then you can do it vertically as well.
It's called a wall bounce.
You get wall bounce, you get more heights.
Yeah,
we're gonna be combining all of those, and we're gonna be speeding through these levels.
Yep. The last thing that's fairly relevant is jump cannot preserve your momentum. So there are times where you want to do like a small hyper and then cancel it. Well, not cancel it, but like just jumping to get way more height than with a normal hyper, and that's also something that we'll be able to see.
Yeah.
There are some like
it's a
bit more
hop.
specific tech, but we'll talk about them. And yeah, so I mean, you know, very very flashy game. A lot of it, like I think it's a fairly like visual game for a lot of it. You just see like very short rooms, especially at the start, and like couple movements. You just get to the end of the room, and we're gonna be actually closing in on the end of chapter 1 already for Jaegan. Entering the last checkpoint for Duraludon. We can see here, like you can jump on the wall. Like there were spikes, but you're jumping on the wall right next to it, and therefore not hitting spikes.
Yeah, this game has a lot of leniency mechanics that let you just do things that you shouldn't be able to do.
Yep. A lot of them are intended for the record, but yeah, like, definitely at times you do stuff that are definitely not like the intended mechanic, and same for all those tags that we talked about. They are like very much intended and hard-coded in, but they are not needed to clear the level, so we do get away from the intended quite a bit. So
What is Jaegan doing? That is...
we are going
so hard.
We are going a bit off route to collect this hurt. It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Yeah, that also brings in another Celeste mechanic. That is, if you room transition, you're gonna get your dash back, you're gonna get your stamina back. It lets you do a lot of fun stuff as well.
Yep, definitely. So here we'll see like a bit of different routes for the rooms. You can see like a safer strat from Duraludon. Rather than going under, which is actually pretty difficult. Same for this room.
Yeah, that upright is a bit tight.
Yeah. It's also like a big game of like choose what you want to do. Do you rather take like the safest route and so that you feel more confident in clearing the room, or just go for like harder strats but that have more chance to fail?
Yep, and now we have these things called dream blocks.
Yep. So I mean, they are fairly standard in how they work. Like you dash into them, and it just preserves the momentum of the dash all the way through. You can jump out of them, which just lets you jump with like the momentum of the. You go quite fast with them because you have like the momentum from the block, and it's quite useful.
Yeah, you can do a lot of fun stuff with dream blocks.
Yep. And we get to this part, which is the battle and chase world. I won't talk too much about the story. It's really good. I'd encourage you to experience it yourself. But basically, you have like a clone of yourself, which kind of wants to kill you. So it's gonna just follow your movement. So you want to have a path that doesn't get doesn't re-go themselves. Not too difficult once you know what to expect.
Yeah.
We like for speedrunning, you usually have of course a pre-planned route of where to go exactly in the room. So they are mostly fine. They are annoying at some parts. There you go. We're doing the last row of the chase. For Duraludon, and getting past the ending part. Very notorious part, but we're not gonna see why.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, look up a video.
If you don't know, probably good. Oh, that's okay. That was scary.
That was a bit scary. Yeah.
That was really close. And yeah, then it's just like pretty chill, like going through like a lot of rooms. You can die, but like not really. Like it's just finish the level, advance, and now we're gonna go into the next level, which is not chill at all anymore.
Yeah, this is 3A. 3A is hard.
Yeah, this is like casually where the difficulty really picks up, like immediately. So the main mechanic of 3A cycles, you can see profiting of the fact that you can keep you regain your dash through transition to skip basically the entire thing to get the key. But yeah, this is a lot of cycles, and it's pretty tight cycles at time. Casually, it's just like by far a huge difficulty spike, and for speedrun, I think it's worse. it's really one of the
pretty consistent if your movement is consistent, but yeah, that's
it's
hard.
just extremely easy to get slightly off cycle. It's something you didn't expect. So yeah,
because
it's just hard. Like,
yeah, right now the cycles are still like kind of okay, but then they get pretty complex near the end. Like really long rooms.
The first checkpoint is not the worst. You wanna go all the way around to get the key. with this room that I hate, it's very hard, honestly. Then yeah, you can go under that platform.
Touch the ground.
And miss the platform. Yep.
God forbid you go too fast.
I mean, that's what cycles do. And yeah, a lot of side movement, and we're gonna be entering the second checkpoint fairly soon after key opening animation, which takes way too long for my taste.
One really cool thing about this game is that with like the techs you learn, because like these tech are intended and they are taught to you in the game later on, like not yet, but you teach you this, and like once you realize how you can utilize this tech, you can trivialize so many rooms and make them so much more consistent. It's genius.
We haven't talked about it, but like the room that Jaegan just did is one of the worst room ever to optimize.
This is the huge mess.
It's there's so much like little movement that you have to do. It's just a nightmare room to traverse. And yeah,
it's called huge mess for a very good reason.
I think we're gonna see slightly different orders. So the huge mess, like you can do the rooms in different order. Like you have 3 sections, and basically like the goal of it is to clean up the area basically. And so you can see you have like towels, you have books, and you have like I think crates, and each of the area will basically remove all the platform of the corresponding area everywhere. So the order in which you do it will change slightly the order. And we're gonna go here like a little secret passageway where we just go back through the previous rooms there. Again, slight deviation of the normal route, but it's also a surprise tool. Well, yeah, Jaegan going through that awful room, like it's just hard. I cannot describe how hard it is to go through that room.
Going through backwards.
This room
really
is
rough.
so. This room is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More psycho.
And yeah, and we can see like a different route already with Duraludon
Yeah, we're going top
first. And there you go. This is a path that was there at the first, but was blocked by the towels. And we're gonna do something really funny. There's a herd, but we're not gonna take it. We're gonna go through that transition. Go up through that transition, and the developers never really cared to make any sort of respawn points for that, so we just TP up and we skip like a room from the top area, but we also skip having to go through the big room again, which is nice. Yeah, which is nice because what I just said, it's extremely annoying to go through that room. It gets progressively less annoying. Insane that you can miss that crystal. Yeah. Like yeah, the movement in this room gets like better and better with less and less stuff being in here, but it's still pretty annoying. So it's nice that you can skip it with your. It does cost a bit of time. It's usually not what you do, but it gives you an extra hurt, which is cool.
We love hearts.
Yep. There you go, we are actually like on the same path for both of the players now. Okay, here we can do we have a skip. So spikes in this game don't kill you if you go in the same direction as them. And so you can abuse this in this room by just jumping off the corner and then like going through the spike in the same direction as them. And it allows to skip like basically the entire room. Which is
if you want, spikes are not real.
Yeah. It's especially useful in when you do that level, like the bottom route last, because it's a nightmare else. Like those platforms, it's
casually.
There you go. So we got through the next checkpoint for Jaegan, which is called elevator shaft. It's hard. It's a hard checkpoint. Like it's. Resort in general is just hard. Like I don't know how visible that is, and we're gonna enter like a very important part of this. Here we're gonna take the transition down, but just go back up. We just want to have a checkpoint in case we miss this. and very nice first try.
Very nice.
So this is hard. Like, and this was
What happened there?
A demo dash. Basically, in this game, like you have a leniency mechanic which allows to, when you dash, it will check up to 3 frames after the dash, or 5. I forgot. It will check which direction you're holding, and you can actually change the direction. If like you dash and like, oh, wrong direction, you can change it. So that is just a linear feature. But the weird part about it is if you dash down at the start and then release down to dash like into another direction, you will have a crouch hitbox, because when you dash down or diagonally down, you see the line is just gonna, it's the same as when you press down. You have a crouch hitbox, and your hitbox is 4 pixels instead of 7 pixels, and it's just thin enough that you can go through some spikes, some spinners, what we call them.
Yeah, but these things, we call them dust bunnies, are like a lot of them are spaced in a way that there is exactly a 4 pixel gap, so it is pixel perfect. But there are setups to make it easier.
I mean, it's still bad, but yeah. And also there is, ever since version 1.4, the devs actually added a bind that allows you to just do it. There was like a specific combination of buttons to do it, which was really annoying, and the devs just, with an update added an option, so you just have to go to the menu. It's called Crouch Dash. We call them Demo Dash because it was found by someone called Demo back in the AN era, approximately. And yeah, so this was pretty much shoot. I didn't talk much about it. You have like Hoshiro, the guy that you've been helping, that's now trying to kill you because he's rude. And so we'll just dash all the way from the left. You can bounce on him, but you mostly want to avoid him. And it's not nice, and those rooms are really wrong, especially the last one.
Really hard.
The last room is really long, and it's really easy to mess up.
Yeah,
one of the worst
that
rooms in the game, in my opinion.
Very long.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree. And here we're gonna see like the actual route here to the left, where you have to go through this entire room.
Yeah, this is
honestly not even an
the
easy room. And get the key, go all the way back. It's safer, but it takes more time. Again, like always, this thing. Would you rather do like go the safest route, safest options, or go the faster option?
Well,
and
now we have 4A Golden Ridge.
Yep. I mean, the main mechanic
has wind.
Yeah, it's wind. You have a lot. Those bubbles, when you are in them, it acts as a dash basically.
It acts as a dash. When you enter it. When you enter it, it's like a little bit of time, and then the direction you're holding, it's like you dash in that direction.
Yep.
If you dash like immediately after getting into the bubble, you can do something called Archie.
So it's called Archie because of a bird that the community really liked. But how it's done is when you use like a demo dash, which is the thing I just talked about. Wow. I like whoever scripted the run. Don't forget the word, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, whenever you demo dash into the bubble for some reason that I don't know, the bubble will be 1 pixel higher than it should be, and in this precise spot, it allows you to do an up left dash that just keeps basically the entire room. And so yeah,
hey, we're in the background.
Yep, there is just a Mario reference. I think this hurt is either really easy for people that have played the game before and impossible for people that do not know. I can tell when I entered this room, I looked at the block for 10 minutes trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, cool reference. It's technically possible to get without, but like no. And yeah, okay, we're gonna get into the hardest part of Ridge. There's a lot of auto-scrollers, and we don't really like auto-scrollers very nice. We don't really like auto-scrollers in speedruns in general. And there's a lot of strats to skip part of the entire auto-scrollers, and they are all very much too hard. So for
back up there?
Yep, very nice. So there you wanted to be pushed by the block to do an hyper that was boosted by the block. It's way harder than it looks, and if you ask me, it doesn't look easy. Very nice. And again, like constant swing. Fun fact about the wind, I don't know why, but if you dash against the direction of the wind, your dash will go slightly further. I think it's just for some leniency.
I heard something like that too.
Yeah, I think it's just for leniency. It's not really something you use like as a strat, but it's something that is just really helpful like a lot of time. And here, just
Okay, what we saw there on Jaegan's screen is a reverse.
Yeah. How to explain a reverse?
It's basically you go like it's like a hyper dash where you diagonal dash and then you can do a super like that as well. It's just that you dash in one direction and then you fly in the other direction.
Very good. You're gonna see another part of skip. There you go. You just don't do the key and you just can go through that gap a bit earlier with an hyper. Again, more precise than it looks.
Yeah, that is pretty precise as well.
And you can see here you have to wait for the wind because
yeah.
There is a way to
now the wind
cycles.
There's a way to hit a bit of a faster cycle there, but I was a little slow on the first part of the room, so.
Yeah. Also, this is where the wind starts getting really strong.
Yeah, this is cliff phase, this is the last checkpoint, and the entire point of it
Yeah.
is the wind is really, really strong. You can see Madeline really struggling to move, and basically most of your options is gonna be to dash.
Yeah, because when you dash, you are unaffected by winds.
Yep.
Nearly
even
unaffected.
better, like you are even slightly boosted. Oh god, and those snowballs
Also
are here
snowballs.
to get you. They are rude.
Throwing those.
It's probably just Granny trying to troll you.
I believe it. And yeah, like you can see there, like if you slightly miss your dash and don't quite land on the platform, you're just dead. There's nothing you can do. Like I know. Oh, very nice. Just
Oh yeah, you can jump on
yeah, you can
snowballs
bounce
too.
on them. Yeah. And I know a lot of people don't like them. Like don't like winds that high. I personally like it, but I
Find it.
I think it's
fine for this
interesting.
chapter.
I think it's interesting, but I really feel why it would be annoying to people.
In this specific checkpoint, it feels so fun when you just go fast, even with that wind.
And so we're out of chapter 4, and we're gonna go into Mirror Temple. Multiple things about Mirror Temple.
A lot of new
First of all,
mechanics.
Again, like Reach was easier than Resort in general. Temple picks it back up. Definitely a very hard checkpoint, and specifically because we're gonna not do what you do casually. I'll wait a bit. I won't spoil it right now, but we're gonna do something.
Okay. So already we see 3 mechanics here. Dash blocks that moved when you dash. These red bubbles that are like green bubbles, but they go infinitely. And then you have switches that open doors.
Skip. By the way, you can skip having to. Normally, what you want to do is go a few rooms to the left, pick a bubble that you then go all the way to the right with it. But you can just do an hyper on it. Get the key.
If you start a hyper on a air, we can call that a wave dash as well.
Yep. I'm very sure it's like technically like this is what's explained to you in the game. Hypers are never really explained, but I feel like most players get it.
They are
So
explained in 8C.
Oh, it's true, actually. So this block that you saw, there is a way to get a lot of speed from the block and get all the way to the end of the room. It's just not consistent. It's really cool when it works, but it just doesn't. So generally the strat is to try it once, probably fail it, and just go.
Yeah, I think I've hit it once or twice on all my practice.
I like calling that strat eat.
and then yeah, you want to hit that lever, going a bit off the bottom right, slightly off route. This is the berry room. And when you go here, we hit a cassette room. And so
there are
cassette
cassettes in this game?
Those are cycle based. It's not the toughest room, so it starts a bit annoying. And we're gonna get the cassette, which is unlock the B-side, which is normally just something you care for 100%. Except one quirk of how the game works is the only thing you need to unlock the next chapter is to beat any side of the previous chapter. And Mirror Temple is long enough that it's actually just worth it to collect the cassette and do 5 beans, which is much harder because the B-sides are like harder versions of the A-sides. And I think it's immediately apparent how hard it is compared to the A-side.
Yeah, I'd say it's harder, but also arguably more consistent than 5A because 5A.
Yeah, 5A is weird, and we're gonna get one of the biggest skips of the run, and also one that you cannot retry. So here we wanna go up.
You can technically retry it, but
and what we want to do is pose buffer, very nice, and you jump. You have 2 frames to jump while you're at the bottom. And if you manage to jump in that timing, you will go back down. And again, it's the same situation as the Earth. They never plan for you to go back down from that, so you just are sent to the nearest checkpoint, which is to the right of the room. And it allows to skip getting 1 key, an entire room with a bubble. It's 30 seconds, like just like that. But if you fail it, you're stuck in the next room, and it's just technically you can like restart, like go back to the start of the chapter of the checkpoint, but like it's just a bad idea. So yeah, very scary skip, really cool that we got it. And here's the second part of the skip. It's the same as what we saw in 3A and 4A, except slightly
the skip
tougher.
Is a bit harder.
It's slightly tougher because you have spikes. But yeah, you want to jump once, jump a second time off the corner in the same direction of the spike, and then absolutely release all direction, else you're gonna hit the spike. It's pretty hard, but it allows to skip another key. So yeah, there are supposed to be keys in this checkpoint of 5B, 2 of them actually, and we saw exactly none of them because we just kept skipping them and going other ways.
I'm so happy for those because I forget how to do the
I know how to do the one where you failed both drops, the other one, no. Very nice. We're gonna get to the second half of Mirror Temple here. And entering Mirror Temple for Duraludon.
Alright, everything's red now. This is B-sides mostly reflects the A-side levels mechanics. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot more spikes now.
Yeah, there's normally more introduction to the techniques and everything that of course we are not seeing because we're doing the B-side. Mainly those are stickers. They do not like you and we do not like them.
This game is technically no RNG, but
they are really chaotic.
Just do whatever.
The smallest change in movement you do will change everything, which makes this extremely tight. Like there's an entire setup for this. It's not something you can do out of nowhere, but you want to use the sort of explosion knockback when they unstump themselves to skip a lot of the pillars. And welcome to probably the hardest checkpoint of the run, Mixed Master. So this is Theo. Theo is a guy that we could have talked to in the previous chapter if we were not trying to go fast.
1A and 2A. You have Theo.
And 3A.
You can talk to. And 3A,
Yeah, it's stuck in this crystal, and it's basically just annoying. you need to carry him. While you carry him, you're slower, you can't dash. And you need him at the end of every room to advance. This golden gate only opens if you have CO. And it's an entirely different way of playing the game, like really different way of thinking about the room and everything. And it's just hard. It's just
the way 5A and 5B do their difficulty is mostly just chaos. It's just Theo, you have carrying Theo, you're moving slow, there's seekers out for blood, and a lot of just things can just go wrong.
Yeah. Like the theme of this game is fighting against anxiety, and this is the level where you're not winning. You know, a lot of stuff is happening, and you're really overwhelmed. There's just a lot.
That was a pretty good temple. Temple's so hard.
That was really good. And we get through File B. We get a hurt for free because B-sides do give hurt when you kill them. And again, surprise tool. And there we are gonna enter 6A Reflection, which is, I think, one of the best chapters of the game. But it's also really long,
definitely one of the best chapters.
really
in the
hard.
game.
Those feathers suck.
Then you don't want me to go on a rant. On this.
We all can. I think we all can, and that speaks volumes. So those feathers technically are like one of the very few difference between playing on keyboard and on analog and on any other method really. Because on analog you have like 360 movement, and you really don't in when you have like only 4 keys, where you only have diagonals. It doesn't make them good. That's the fun part. It's just they are like really hard to control. Like every time you want to turn around, like you have like to do like the entire like U-turn. It's just they are technically not hard, but you will just run into something like all the time with them.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
like-
actually I play on controller, but I play on a controller with an analog stick, and I actually switched to analog stick for controlling those.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the wise choice.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna be entering second checkpoint of 5B there for Duraludon. I
Also,
don't know if we're gonna advance prop shot or not.
I'll try the skip, but I've never
Okay,
gotten
fine.
it.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't get it, you just. I mean, it's cool. We're seeing more of the game, right? Like.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's fine. And
Okay,
then
so
what you
this
have to do
checkpoint
is then you just have to
Oh yeah.
do this room.
Alternate path.
You'll get a key, and then you'll go back to room near the start of the checkpoint. This is somewhat of a puzzle checkpoint, which is extremely.
Oh my god.
Retry.
Retry.
thank you so
There you
much.
go. No, thank you.
Take it
Thank
easy.
you so much.
And yeah, getting the second key here.
This is the room I hate.
Yeah, this room is just not okay. Again, somewhat of the puzzling room. And I guess I should mention
yeah.
like Holo's back on Jaegan's side. This is you have a choice between 2 rooms. Like every time you have like one big room that connects to 2 rooms, and you can choose whichever room you want to do. And again, some rooms are faster, some rooms are easier. This room is fast and terrible, for example. And again, like
So,
that
yeah,
choice
yeah,
of safety over speed and everything.
So along with feathers, 6A also introduces Kevin blocks and bumpers. Bumpers are just your pinball bumpers. They just send you in directions you don't want.
Yeah, basically. Technically, no RNG, but you can see they kind of move left and right, like erratically.
Yeah, it's really
awful.
annoying. And Kevin blocks are, well, you dash into them and they move. They move in that direction.
Yep.
Save
Until
that
they hit
somehow.
Until they hit
anything
something
like a
solid.
wall. Yep.
I messed that
And
room
they are
up really
named Kevin
badly and
blocks.
saved it.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're doing really good.
And here, this room
This
is
room
also.
I hate.
Yeah, this room is just a cycle room, and as any cycle room, as soon as you go slightly off route, it's over. Everything is terrible, and you don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Especially because cycles, they tend to have like 2 different cycles. One that is when you enter the room, and one that is when you
When you die and restart.
Yep. And so, you know, you don't always want to learn 2 cycles, so sometimes you don't really bother learning the death cycles, and then you die and you regret everything.
You regret everything. This is
That type of
true.
stuff. And here, going down to the water, and we're gonna get another one of the very funny skips that is also you can only do once. It's not quite as relevant, but I think it looks really cool.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, you have this big Kevin block where you wanna jump over the spinners there. But after that, you have like a big area where like nothing happened really. Like, I mean, there's background and stuff, but
Basically an auto-scroller.
yeah.
And
there
you just do that.
Hyper bunny up and
Fast.
carry the
Okay.
speed all the way through this room. It's way more precise than you think, because when you go at that type of speed, the smallest change in movement changes everything. And going through the entire thing, like, is a pretty nice time save. But
I've only actually hit that like
now
twice,
we're-
maybe.
And now
we
we're
get
in the
into-
battle and boss fights.
Yeah,
This
the battle
fight
and
is
fight.
generally one of the most fun things to speedrun.
I think it's really cool, yeah, because basically, like, every time you hit a battle line, it's sort of like a checkpoint that will make every run be like of the room be the same from it. So it's really like 1-2 seconds, like a lot of 1-2 second segments of fighting her.
Yeah, it's
And-
a
and
lot of really
and
small
the other
segments
part
just
is-
changed together.
She has two attacks, right? She has like those aim doubles, and she has lasers. And there is a lot of ways of, once you know properly what to do, of racing her the laser and she just cannot attack, and it's just extremely satisfying. It's hard though, of course. Like,
You see this room on the Duraludon side. This room is awful because when you hit that switch up there, the game does some subpixel stuff, and it moves you 1 pixel to the left, and you just die if you don't hold right for like a very small time. That is one of the dumbest things in the game.
It happened again!
oh no. Yeah, we're gonna get to this room, which I hate, because there's a feather. That's the entire reason.
There's a feather, yeah.
To have done, like, this is the level I've made the most runs off, and I can tell you, this feather
same.
is the bane of my existence. It's so bad.
Ooh, I've recently got it more consistent, but it's so
I wish,
awful.
man, I wish.
Just missed the cycle there, but we saved it.
We're reaching near...
And here you can see, like, those seekers suck. Like, this is why
this seeker in particular, this seeker
you
really
just want him to break
hates you.
all those blocks and everything, and he kind of
He
does
just
whatever he
doesn't do
wants,
it.
which is generally not what you want. Okay, this should work, I think. No, it doesn't. Lovely. It also
Just
won't
go.
work. Okay,
Nice.
very nice. That's
Okay, and here we have phase 2.
Yeah,
so
phase two
when
of
we
the
were
fight.
hitting battle in, it was causing the blocks to move, but now they've just moved preemptively.
yes. And so you wanna
That's
use them.
really the most difference.
Yeah. You wanna
you're
use
still gonna
them
go fast.
to move, but again, it's just easier said than done, you know. It also makes the room cycle based, which, you know.
This cycle base is honestly kind of okay because you can.
I mean,
just
it's cycled, but
be
again,
here.
like, it resets on every time you hit battle line, so it's not like room one cycle.
These rooms do not have dead cycles
Yes.
for most part.
Some of them do, but most of them don't. And this last one, yeah, just really annoying to go through.
Some tough cycles there that I missed and had to do backups for, but kind of worked out.
You know, yeah, that's also the thing, right? Like, you always want to do, like, the structure, but as soon as you fail, you always, like, especially, like, if you have only been running for 3 months, right? Like, you don't know every backup for every room. I don't think anyone in the world knows every backup for every room. And so there's always this thought of, oh, what do I do now? Sometimes there will be backups that you know for things you failed somewhat often, but there's a lot of them. You just have to improvise
Very nice
something, which is
balance.
just really, really hard.
Very nice battle and fights.
That
Yeah.
last room is one I usually always have problems with, so to get through it deathless
It's
is...
also
And in
really
general,
long
like,
room.
just really good run, like, from Jaegan. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
this is
think of a single
incredible
chapter
pace.
that no. Yeah. And yeah, resolution. We haven't talked about it. You can't die in it, and it's the hardest thing to optimize ever. It's something that cannot be explained until you do it. Of why it's just that hard. And yeah, entering. Oh no. Theo.
How do I walk down?
Theo!
Can't juggle.
Okay,
I mean, I can juggle
we
in real
are
life, but I
here
can't juggle
at
in this game.
Yeah, Mixmaster is just really rough.
Makes possible is generally impossible.
And so, for game reasons, scenario reasons that I will not explain, we are in Summit, which is the final chapter. And this chapter is basically, for most of it,
Every
it's just,
chapter.
yeah, redoing segments of every chapter, but way harder. And you also have 2 dashes now, which is cool.
That's really cool.
Like casually, like it's just such a good feeling. You've just went through the entire Badland fight, which is like pretty tedious at time, and you just get rewarded by like just some fun normal platform, which not like the mechanics you already know, and 2 dashes, and it's just the music. The music is just changes with each checkpoint.
Have we talked about the music of this game?
We haven't talked about the music. The music is amazing, but especially that level. You know, you just go through the entire level, and the music picks up as you advance. It's
It
also
changes depending on which checkpoint you are in. It's awesome.
It's also like the longest checkpoint. The longest
Chapter.
Sorry, this chapter of the run, because yeah, you have to go through 7 checkpoints, which is just way more than any other, except maybe Reflection. I think has also 7, but they tend to be way shorter and very nice. 5B. And,
GG 5B.
And again, like we said that Resort is a difficulty spike. This is also definitely a difficulty spike, especially for speedrun. Like twice as much dash, way more things. Oh, we got back up.
Neutral.
Struggling with those neutrals there.
Big awkward, but we made it.
And yeah, just a lot of things you can do, a lot of routes. Also by game design, like you can definitely feel in Summit that the dev really were like letting out multiple options for what you can do in every room, also multiple paths and everything. Which is both really cool and kind of a lot for a speedrun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get to 1000 meters, we get to this dream block session.
And we get to jump off of them.
Yep. And we have 2 dashes. There's a lot of funny things we can do with that. In general, Summit is just... The entire game is fun, right? I love this game, but you can feel like in Resort or Temple that the game specifically, like by design, wants to be a bit tedious at times. Summit isn't that. Summit is just, okay, you got past like most of the story, just get your reward, finish the game, have a nice time, you know. And
yeah, Summit is like that hype feeling you get after you get something really important done.
It's just a lot of dopamine. It's just really fun. However, there is a result section, unfortunately, so take back everything I just said.
More cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really mean cycles, really mean routes. Yeah, you can go under here. I think no one ever realizes that casually. That's something you can do. And this room, yeah, just... If either you go exactly when you should, or you're dead. Like, it's just... completely unforgiving. And
This is one of my favorite rooms in the game to do.
This is a pretty cool room, honestly.
It's a cool room, I don't like dying in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was awkward.
And we're reaching Hollows again, so again, like, change of path. We're already seeing, like, some different rooms. I guess we haven't talked much about the room, so... it's not gonna be like... Oh, this room, for Jaegan. This room is very simple, it's awful. There are two passes.
Awful.
There are 2 passes, they are both bad, it's long, you can die at the end, and you have to go through everything. It's just really rough.
Second try
Nice
is
This
really
room, there,
amazing.
you don't care, you just go all the way.
It's so fun. Just get to skip it.
That berry is probably the hardest berry of the game, by the way, but we don't care about berry. This classroom, which I really like. but again, cycle can make it a bit annoying at times.
This room isn't that long for me to hate it.
I think, so far I don't think we've seen the same Hollows room twice. I think...
Oh yeah, this room,
every
like,
time.
this is the room, like, you look at it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, this exists?
Also here we want to go up here, take the berry path, because it's just faster. Miss the berry apparently, unlucky.
Didn't
Doesn't
even
matter.
pick up the berry.
Rude, but...
That pie, impressing your friends.
we are not impressing our friends in this round. And that snowball was just hateful. Like, right on the bubble. You have to be quite fast to keep it. Quite rough.
Miss that berry as well.
And this room is
It's
also...
personal.
It's also... I mean, at every ridge level, you have an auto escape. We did the first part really well. And that wall bounce, very nice. It's like
Very
honestly
nice.
pretty difficult. Like, getting that first try is just... It feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah. Lucky you can go faster than the block, but it's a bit tougher. Ooh, that was really close to it.
That was
Yeah,
really
this room can be
close.
scary.
This room is fun because there are 3 blocks and I'm honestly not sure why.
Yeah, you can just ignore all of them.
Yeah,
by
you can
doing
do,
some fun
with
stuff.
the right strats, you can do this entire room without any block except the top one. And again, I think it just shows like the amount of possibilities of route there is in Summit.
Yeah.
You cannot just do whatever you got. Oh. Okay, we're good. You never want to
We're
hit those bumpers there. It's just... Because then it's just...
Dying
It's
in that room
pinball,
is
you know,
so
like...
awful.
The room is really, really long and it's just pinball. You don't know where you're going and you're probably going to your death.
Oh, that was close dash there on that
Yeah, that
Jaegan
was
side.
a bit rough. for the
Really, really good
3000.
summit up until this point, honestly. Like,
That is a really good summit so far. 2500.
2500.
Oh no.
This is the one part where we're gonna see corner boost, I think. Yep, there you go. Basically,
Oh my god, corner boost.
if you buffer, if you have high velocity and you buffer a jump on a corner, you're gonna wall jump, which is gonna add you some speed, and then you're gonna leave the wall before the game will make the check to remove that extra velocity from you. And so you just
Yeah.
gain a lot of speed. Also, this is a key skip. It works the same. It's like jumping off the corner of this, except it's the hardest one of them all. Very nice. And it allows to...
Yep.
Normally you're supposed to go down and take a bubble up that column. This is intended by the way that you can do that, which I feel is surprising for how hard it is. And yeah, we're gonna... Like, Mirror Temple, like, again, like the checkpoints reflect the level, so Mirror Temple is just way longer than the other... Oh, we're getting Dark Ship. That's nice. You can
Don't
demo
skip.
under... Yeah. It used to be a really huge deal back in 2020, 2021. It has been made, like, really easier nowadays. But it has still, like, this cool thing of... Yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just dashing under the door.
One of the
with
best
demo.
feeling rooms in the game.
Yeah, it just feels really good, and it's really not that hard if you have the right strat.
Yeah, it actually looks more impressive than it is. It's not super hard, but it just feels good to do.
Yeah, it's just a feeling of like keeping like, oh, I'm not. This is too slow. I'm just not doing that, you know. Yeah, and we're gonna reach 300 meters, which, well, we did reflection at the start, so we have done every
Unfortunate
level.
fireball in the face.
So we have done every level. So now we have like the specifically summit part.
The real summit.
Yes.
And
Which-
we get to count down now.
We get those flags because it's really huge rooms, and of course they don't expect you to do the entire rooms. But you have those flags which count as checkpoints. And so here we're on like flag 28, and we're gonna slowly go all the way down to flag 1, and in which case it will be the other summit. And you have this downwind. It does what you would expect it to do, which means your jumps are way smaller and the gravity is way stronger. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it. But I know casually
you're so about it.
Yeah, casually like it just makes every movement like be a bit more like well feel more heavy, right? And like it's just harder to reach every platform.
It makes everything a lot more snappy.
Yeah, which I think is really cool.
And you can do some funny things when downwind.
Yeah, but wait, no, not now.
Not now.
But yeah, with downwind you can jump on spikes because of some frame order stuff. It's really cool. We're nothing. And now we have the opposite. It's upwind.
No one likes this.
Some people do, weirdly enough, but yeah, it's the opposite. You jump way higher and you're really floaty. Which is just bad for speedrun, because you don't really want to be floaty. You want, because air movement in general is just slower than being on the ground, because when you're on the ground you can dash and stuff, and regain your dash and stuff. And it's just so good. Really hard. Yeah, here you wanna collect points. This room is just weird. I feel like every order of coin you do always feel wrong. Oh no.
I've never missed that bumper before.
That might have been the most costly summit death possible. I
Flag
don't think
13
there's
that's
worse.
always costly.
It's pretty bad.
So you're saying I have a chance?
Yes,
Oh,
you
dear. I do have a problem
just
with
need to catch up
bumpers.
on 6 checkpoints.
My brain tells me bumpers are like 1 pixel wider than they are, and so I miss them a lot. It's very sad. But not...
No way.
The only level left is Summit.
Yeah, we're nearing the end of reflection for Duraludon, so that's gonna be Summit. So there is.
Yeah, you can
there is
also skip flags.
Yeah, this is true. Which is funny, but it's always like again the age-old trade-out of safety over speed. It can be a bit faster to keep a flag, but if you die and you have not collected a flag, you're gonna be sent to the last flag you collected. So if you start skipping like 2 or 3 checkpoints and you die, it's pretty bad, you know.
That one is like pretty safe.
Yeah, that one is
comparison.
like it's not really hard what's left in the flag, and it allows to just not go an extra way. Are we lining up for the demo? There's a demo through the spikes, and
There's a
that
demo
almost
there?
was it, honestly. Yeah.
Well,
There
that's
is a
funny.
demo there.
It's really bad. It's I've
didn't
seen
even know.
people lose paces with that demo. Yeah, we're on flag 3. We're basically at the end. Like those last flags are just really long. It's any death is just really costly. But they also feel really good. And yeah, we get to flag 1, which is a really hard, a really easy flag casually, a really impossible flag if you want to optimize it. Like, it is, without exaggeration, the hardest flag to optimize of the entire game.
Yeah.
And there you go, and we're done with Summit. So now, you might
Yay,
notice...
20%.
Yeah, you might notice this is like the end of any percent, like there is the epilogue and everything. But since we have like some disparity between like
that is
surrender, like we're gonna
unfortunate.
be barely entering Summit. What we're gonna do is, you might remember that we collected herds, and so we realized that we are gonna have some extra time, so we're just gonna do core as a bonus. So core, yeah, core is like
Core is very
the
interesting
bonus
chapter.
level at the end, and the mechanic of the game you can see when you hit ground, you don't regain your dashes. The only way to regain your dashes is either room transitions or getting crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
And now we have
it's a
lava and
it's
ice
a really
mechanics.
different way of ending the game, because it's less like what's the fastest way I can go, and it's more like where should I use my dashes in the most efficient way. I also want to say we decided to include that because like it's normally not part of the normal run. So we included that like in the route really late. So it's gonna be a bit less optimized because literally I know I was there with Jaegan. We learned that yesterday night.
Yeah, and
So
core
there is
not easy.
quite a bit less practice. This is a core room. You want, yeah, there you go. You want to skip this entire fireball. This is not like the normal way of going through. Normally you have to go all the way to the right to freeze every room and go back through every room. It's pretty cool. It's really long. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, so this chapter has fire and ice mechanics. In fire mode, these things are core blocks. They behave differently. They're conveyor belts. They behave differently.
Yep, and you have those
And
switches
then
between the two.
fireballs.
Yeah, fireballs, which just kill you,
Fireballs.
and when you are on ice mode, you can jump on them. And so, yeah, it has two types of mechanics.
And then these bumpers.
Yep. Remember that
There
only
are a
works
lot
on
of stuff going on in
ice
the
mode. Yep.
core.
This room is really funny, by the way. This room is a nightmare to go fast, and I was like, okay, I need to find something that works and is easy. And apparently you can just jump and all right for most of the room. I found that out late, like yesterday. I was like, what? And this is a corner boost. This is the other corner boost we're gonna be seeing. And this one is really important because it just makes the entire rest of the room way more lenient and way faster. So it's normally not something you want to do until like higher level, but with exception, and this is definitely one of them.
Okay, we made it.
Okay, are we getting? No, okay.
You made it.
So this checkpoint is a lot of cycle rooms, but since it's vertical transition, you cannot go back. So if you fail, you cannot just retry like cycle like we might be used to. So there is always like this extra punishment on death, and
there is also rising lava.
and this room
As
is
you know,
the
happens
exception.
inside a mountain.
This room is the exception where like the normal cycle is just way too annoying, way too hard. It's just safer to just retry an entry to get the death cycle.
Now you have rising ice, which also definitely happens in a mountain.
We're in the mountain. It's the core of the mountain. Wow, the cycle works.
That was
This
very
was not
sketchy.
the way to do it.
That was not it, but we made it work.
We made it.
Very nice. And those ice balls, you get different momentum if you jump while you're on them or not, and you can use them to do like funny stuff like that, keeping the entire crystal. Yeah, like this is like mostly like it's not the most difficult checkpoint execution wise. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong.
I think.
We almost saved it.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
savable, but that was
But
pretty
that's
sketch.
just rough. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really not easy, but it's a bit more lenient for a lot of it execution-wise. But yeah, it's just using those dashes at the right time. Else it's just over immediately. Like it's way harder to save something because once you use the dash, you don't get it back. You didn't get the crystal.
That was interesting.
That's
I didn't know that was possible.
that's very fun. Yeah, you have to jump for that one, else you miss it. I don't know why. It's rude. Yeah, like we are on the last That's
I
true.
missed that one. That's interesting. Well, like we were saying, I learned core last night, so
Yes.
it's a little sketchy.
and I did the route for it also last night, so maybe not like the most optimized route. I would think.
Yeah, it sounds like there are less good resources for core.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Since it's not part of any percent, it's a level that you usually do for all red berries. But all red berries is a way less beginner-friendly category in general. So I base myself off resources, but I had to like change it.
If we were doing red berries, it would be like twice the length.
Yeah, like it's just way longer and it's way more unforgiving too. And this is a cassette room, so it's a cycle room, and there is like a really cool strat you want to do, but that is pretty hard. So we're probably gonna take a few tries. But I think it looks really cool. You wanna just conserve that momentum, jump on the side block, wave dash here, and very nice.
Very
Second try is
nice.
really good.
And we get to the final room. This is a room that's... It's a constant, I think, in this game, that the room where you can't die are the hardest one to optimize. Where, like, you
Where
have,
even
like,
are we anymore?
I don't know.
Madeline, what is this mountain?
But yeah, you have, like, really slowed down momentum, and you want to use your dashes as much as you can to get to the end of the room. There you go, and that's time.
That is time, yep.
And that's, yeah, just really good run, like all throughout. Like 55 minutes with like an extra core and having to get the hertz back. Like, I think like, yeah, comparison it would be like 45, 46 minutes, 20%, I think. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty solid.
Yeah, I PB'd 2 days ago and just barely squeaked out a sub 46.
Yeah, well, that was in that area of difficulty. We're not gonna see farewell, for obvious reasons.
No, we are not.
We would need 2 more hours, I think. But,
Oh, easy.
you know, just really, really good run.
Yeah, 55:29 in-game time. So generally, games in Celeste are timed by in-game time and
Yes.
not by RTA. So,
But marathon, you do are a bit different. Usually, that's also the cool thing by doing Celeste runs, is that when you're in menuing, like it's really common to just take a break, take a breather, you know, stretch your fingers and everything, which is good. Also, specifically because this game can be a bit rough on the hands.
Yep.
But yeah, marathon, we base our time off RTA.
yeah. So that was very good. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Far from perfect. Celeste is a game with infinite optimizability, I guess.
And and there is no such thing as a perfect run. Like, it's just way too hard. And once the strats become too easy, you just go for other strats, and so it's never easy. And like,
It always has a challenge for you.
and you will always mess up a lot of things in run. Even like at very, very top level, they mess up a lot.
Yep,
Yep,
yeah, you
solid
definitely saw me take some of those rooms where I died like 4 times, you know, just getting the initial setup for the room. So, you know, it was a good run, run that I'm happy with. But you know, this game is very much so the definition of you get out of it what you put into it. And if you want to put, you know, everything into it, you could optimize this game for your entire life,
Ever.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's super crazy. The people at the top level
you
are
know,
insane.
I think the best proof of that is just talking. The world record in this game is 24 minutes 51 frames.
Yep,
and-
yeah.
And
I'm
and
pretty
the
sure
world
it's
record,
now less.
Oh yeah, I think that was the world record. And the second to last world record was literally PB by 17 frames, which I think speaks volumes about like the optimization that we get to see.
Yeah, it's truly crazy. If you want to see something that'll blow your mind, go look up a top runner of this game.
it's just not the same game.
No,
Honestly.
yeah, like
Yeah.
what I
Woke
did
up,
was
secure
like
accounts, Isaac Tay, not
Yeah.
me.
I
Yeah,
kind of did like what I would probably guess are like medium-ish level strats.
yeah. It's strats were like it's a sub 50 route, but like I think the guys tend to overshoot them quite a bit. I think with if you put like a good amount of time, you can get sub 40 with it. But yeah, like once you reach like the sub 30 territory, the game is different, very different. And yeah,
for
as someone who has 2,500 hours in this, I can't replicate a third of what they do. You know, like it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like some of what I did probably looked impressive to you out there who haven't
It is
watched
honestly
much Celeste, you know, and stuff like that. And I like the things that the top players do are truly insane. Like I don't have any idea what they're doing. Like not even a remote clue. They just fly across screens sometimes in like 2 seconds for the entire like room, and it's truly incredible that people are like capable of it. Like it's truly amazing. So
but not to undermine you, like honestly, like get in 3 months, like, and especially because like availability of everyone is different and everything, right? So I think you have like around 50 hours of practice around that. Getting to that level is frankly really impressive. Like
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah,
I can tell you, at 50 hours in the game, I was not getting close to 45 any percent at all.
yeah. Well,
At like
I think
50
I was
hours,
trying to clear 8B.
Yeah, I was like just in the B-sides, like the starting the B-sides.
yeah, I guess like I definitely haven't done any sort of like completionist anything. Like I basically got the red berries casually that I saw as I went along the way. I didn't do any of the B-sides until I was doing speedrun practice and did 5B. So I honestly haven't done most of the B-sides, none of the C-sides. I haven't finished Farewell.
You should, it's good, but
Yeah, I've gotten part.
It's really good.
When I first played the game like 7 years ago or whatever.
it's
but
really
I didn't
rough,
finish it.
like on first playthrough, because you have like a lot of wave dashes, and that's when you're not used to them right away.
Yep.
But I think with what you did in the game, like you could get through it pretty fine,
Yeah.
and it's generally a really really good level. Don't go for
Yeah.
golden, but it's a really good level.
For sure. Yeah, it's something that I should definitely look at doing at some point. In the more short term, like I think I would like to try and push to get a sub 45. I think that would feel pretty good. Just as a kind of arbitrary goal for myself.
Yeah, and
I
concluding the grind. It's always nice when like you get like just beat a time goal, like
Yeah.
you go, oh that's doable, you run a bit, and it feels nicer. Even if it's for a marathon, like it's easy to be like, oh the marathon is over, but sometimes you just want to push a bit more, and I fully get it.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. And I'm close. Like I said, I PB'd 2 days ago. I got sub 46. Honestly, when I first started practicing this, I was like, if I could get sub hour, I would have been happy, right?
Some hour is hard, honestly. Like
Yeah, I did. I probably like 30 hours of IL practice or something, starting at Summit and working my way back. So Summit, Reflection, Temple, etc., all the way back before I finally did my first run. And then on my first run, I beat the hour mark. So I was pretty happy. I was like, all right, sub 50. Took me a few runs. I got sub 50, and then it's been working my way slowly down from there.
I would recommend getting some harder strats if you want to go for sub 40. It's possible, but it's tough.
Yeah, for sub 40 is that's an extended goal,
Yeah,
but I can get sub 45 with my current strats. I just have to be good, hit strats. So it's very doable.
It's hard.
Yeah, game is so hard, but it's hard partially because we make it hard on ourselves too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This is I was doing, like I said, kind of like medium level strats. There's definitely an easier level set of strats for you if you just want to get started and just dip your toes in the game. I kind of threw myself into the deep end because I kind of just tend to do that, and that's not for everyone, and that's okay.
And that's the thing, right? Like, if you go on YouTube, you search for guides. There is a guide for every 10 minute step, starting from sub hour, which is like pretty easy strat. Then you have like sub 50 minutes, which is most of what you use. Sub 40 minutes, which is some of what you use. Sub 30 minutes, which is not at all what you use. And
Yeah.
there's not sub 20 minutes. I don't know why.
They
should
it
start
might
working on
just
it.
be because
It's a tough one, do it.
we'll let Cass handle that first.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it's a kind of choose your own difficulty sort of game, and like the thing about speedrunning is it doesn't have to be crazy. It's whatever you want it to be, right?
Definitely.
So I threw myself into like medium core because that's what I wanted to do and what I personally would be happy with. But if you just want to dip your toes in and try it out, you're a speedrunner if you play the game and put a timer on your screen. Like that. I mean, that's all you really need,
true.
right? So
I think it's important to say, because like it's really easy to be like, oh, I'm not good enough to be a speedrunner at this game and everything. Just with some exceptions, there are some games where it won't work, but in most of the games, like, you can just go, like, especially platformers, like, if something is too hard, you can always find a slightly easier solution, and then just beat your own goal, and as you improve, your mechanics will improve, and you will be able to start pushing for more down and more down. There's never a point, like, that you have to reach to speedrun.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been the case for the couple of communities I've looked at now, in that, like, generally speaking, if you're looking into getting into a game, the community like wants to help you, right?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
People are almost always excited to be like, oh, there's a new runner. Like, do you want help? Do you want strats? Like, can I show you stuff or tell you stuff or direct you to resources or or what have you. Like, Drift put in like a lot of work for this, just like writing out text for tips and finding videos, and like we said just yesterday, just developed a whole set of strats for core.
I'm coming up on time.
Didn't exist.
Sorry.
Time is coming up for Duraludon very soon. It's gonna be like the timer will pause at the top.
Time.
Time, yeah.
Nice.
Very
GG.
nice. And I think that's PB for you, right?
106. Yeah, that's a monstrous PB, actually.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Incredible.
Very, very nice.
Yo, congratulations on the monster PB. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was crazy, and that was a lot of fun. It was real good to run and to hang out with you all. I had a blast learning this game. I'll keep saying it. Like, check it out. If you like Celeste, if you like platformers, if you like the story, if you like the music, Celeste has so many great things going for it. If you haven't played the game, play it casually. Just it's a wonderful game.
It's not as hard as we made it seem.
Yeah,
it's hard, don't get me wrong, but it's not as hard as...
And just, enjoy your time. That's what we're here for.
Be proud of your death count.
This is true.
That's right.
Any final word from you, Duraludon? Because we have been talking with Jaegan for quite a bit while you were finishing the run.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for teaching me Drift. Thank you for racing me, Jaegan. This was so much fun. I did really well by my own standards. And shout out to everyone who makes resources for this game. If you're interested in speedrunning, find a YouTube video that has something you think you could do and practice until you can do it.
For sure. Or reach out, right? You reach out to me, reach out to Drift, reach out to join the Celeste speedrunning Discord. Lots of resources if you just need help, kind of finding your way in. So, Please do.
And another massive round of applause to our 2 runners for Celeste. Give us just a couple of more minutes. We are getting set up for our next run of Transformers War for Cybertron. Don't go anywhere.
Those medical pills are push me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about round when it's past 2. Reach a glass, do know. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Take me out of the Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone.
All right, welcome back from the ads. Did we get some good ones? Did we get some interesting ones? I don't know, because I tend to not look at the ads when I'm just relaxing. So, you might be wondering, who are we raising money for? We are raising money for QMUNITY. QMUNITY's mission is to improve queer, trans, and two-spirit lives through support, connection, and leadership. They envision vibrant, diverse, and celebrated queer and trans communities where individuals are empowered to live their lives fully, free from discrimination. Thanks to your support, QMUNITY is able to ensure that no one in British Columbia gets left behind. And especially in these trying times, let's send some love to our allies and friends next, to the north.